Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I am Darren Taylor and this is the first time you will be seeing a pre-recorded video. Usually I record audio and upload throwing a picture up on there, but this is the first time you will see me in the flesh on a pre-recorded video because now we have our new studio setup. As you can see, we've got a nice brick wall behind us. We've got some decent lighting, a lot better quality than what we were having to work with before. So you can expect greater quality over the duration of the next videos that we release. And we can start doing more actual video than just audio. So you can expect a very good mix. Now today I wanted to talk to you about the foundations of Magick. More specifically, the first official course we have released through Presoteric, which is available right now. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Alright, so one of the hardest things that I found when I first came across the occult and spiritual community was finding my feet in the right information. Like any industry, more specifically like the gaming industry, the music industry, they have become oversaturated with indie creators, and this is the same now for the occult industry, if you will. So if you go back 10 years ago, when games were only really produced by a handful of companies. You know, you had your big AAA companies who would release a game, and that was more or less about it. And now you look at today, and we have the technology for potentially even myself to just create a video game on my laptop and release it. Not just release it, but also get paid for it. This is now the same case with the magical industry, if you will. People have the ability to create with their own quality of tech, be that a laptop or whatever. And as such, quality drops. So let's look at the gaming industry. We have so many indie games that the overall quality of most games is below what most people would expect. And this is the same for the occult and spiritual communities. There are so many people producing content, producing information, producing products, that the industry itself has become oversaturated. Now, this oversaturation isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not wanting to say that the industry is bad for having this many people creating content. In fact, I think overall that it's a good thing. However, it does have its downsides. And one of those downsides is the fact that there is so much information and so much different information, because obviously everyone's posting their own different perspectives and ideas and opinions, that it's very easy to get lost in all of that information. And a lot of people come into this community and they don't know how to tell what's correct, what's incorrect, what's going to work and what's not going to work. So we have tried to make that as simple as possible. We have released a course called Mind and Matter. And this course focuses around the foundations of occult ritual magic. So it goes into what magic is, how ritual works, and how you can start getting results very, very quickly using a basic scientific formula. We take out the subjective aspects, and this is where a lot of the oversaturated information comes from. It comes from people's own subconscious association. It comes from the responses that they have to certain stimuli, the things that they think means this, X, Y, and Z. What we have done is strip away all of that gap filling, if you will, which is 90% of what a magician is doing, and a lot of what magicians are talking about, and looking solely at the mechanics of how all of these things work. So we will tell you what magic is, how magic works, how it actually operates universally over every tradition of magic. And we will help you to understand the various phenomena that happens in ritual and what that means and the actual science behind all of that. And present to you a method of doing your own ritual. One of the things that I find happens so often is that a figure will release a book with several different rituals in it. And what they're actually doing is they're giving you their personal ritual that they use to get certain results. And in that will include steps or a recipe, if you like. Use these type of candles, use these types of incenses, use this type of incantation. And what those things are is subjective. That only applies to the person whose ritual that is. So if I was to release a book and say, well, you need X, Y, and Z for these rituals, you need this type of candle and this type of incense and this type of incantation and this type of setting at this time of day, I'm projecting onto you my subjective symbolism, the things that work for my personal psychological makeup. And that isn't necessarily going to work for anyone else. In fact, it's entirely possible that you could do the same ritual that I've produced and get a completely different result, be that within the spectrum of positivity or negativity, it depends. And so what we have done is given you the format to create your own rituals, because we feel that this isn't being done enough. You could speculate that the reason that magicians don't typically talk about how ritual works is because of the fact that it would somewhat devalue certain books or grimoires, if you will, because you can resell different types of rituals with the same format. You can only really sell the actual format, or the template rather, of a ritual once. But we are not in this for the money. We're in this to give you information that will be a tool for everything that you do. We're looking to give you things that have a lot of value, a lot of reusable value. So we're wanting to teach you the mechanics of magic. We're looking to give you the underlying mechanisms and the understanding of how they work, so that in everything that you do moving forward, you have those tools. We don't want to give you recipes. We want to give you the understanding of how to cook, if that makes sense. So we have created this course called Mind and Matter, and this course is going to take you through several of those things. It's going to take you through understanding the various phenomena, such as placebo, idiomore, pareidolia. We're going to talk about the actual format of a ritual and how manifestation happens. We're looking at what the process of magic actually is. What's happening when you're doing a ritual? How does the manifestation actually come into your life? We're dispelling a lot of misconceptions. We're taking out a lot of the things that people have wrong and cleaning up a lot of the misinformation so that we can give you an objective, scientific look based on all of this. Now, while we will say that this applies to all magic, it does apply more so to the scientific method of magic that we are producing here at Presoteric. So if you are firm in your beliefs that magic is mystical and metaphysical and beyond science, then this might not be for you. But for those of you who are looking to get a more objective stance on magic, this will help you greatly. The actual formula that we have put into this course is the same formula that I put into the book Magic, It's All in Your Head. It's the formula that I myself comprised about 5 years ago and have been getting results ever since. It was my biggest breakthrough, and I consider it to be some of the most valuable information that I have achieved in my journey of self-discovery, if you will, into magic. The course focuses itself on 3 main principles: the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence, and the law of vibration. These are most commonly found in Hermeticism. Now, while the Hermetic principles do go down to 7 principles, we are only focusing on 3. We didn't want to put so much information in this that beginners who are just getting their feet wet, or people who are looking just for a simple format, would get essentially overwhelmed by that much information to take in. So we've tried to simplify the method of how magic works very, very simply into those 3 principles: mind, energy, and the correspondence between those 2 things. And that, we feel, is the simplest way to not only explain magic, but explain how ritual works, the process behind them, and how to start implementing them straight away. So you're going to find all this in this 60-minute course. The course lasts roughly 62 minutes, an hour, give or take. And you can download that right now at the link just here, gumroad.com/presoteric. And the course is $19.99. And if you are just into magic, or you're looking to get just a basic, simple formula to start working with, this is the course for you. We've spent quite a lot of time making sure that the quality of this course is up to a high standard. I myself have been doing this online, give or take, for about 3 years now. And one of the things I've always tried to do is provide the best quality possible. And this is the best quality that I have done to date. We have much better sound quality, and the delivery of the information is much better as well. So if you are looking to learn a real scientific method of magic and get the formula for getting results down nice and easy, this is the course for you. I want to thank you for watching. I know this video was more of a plug than anything else. We do have plenty more content videos coming in the next few weeks. The next video that we will be uploading is the one we were supposed to do last week, which we had to miss just because of getting the studio set up, and that is the law of correspondence. So I look forward to speaking to you then. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments section as always, and always appreciate if you guys would hit that like button on your way out. So thank you again for watching. I'm Darren Taylor, this is Presoteric, and until next time, stay awesome.